Well, as he pointed towards union within the European Union, he also made reference to union within Palestine itself. He spoke and shed light on the situation in the West Bank, of course, another territory of the Palestinian state, where clashes between the Palestinians and Israeli settlers have been increasing since October the 7th. The Palestinians view these settlements as war crimes and as a major obstacle to peace between the two sides. But many of the Jewish Israeli hardliners who are living in these settlements see living there as fulfilling divine promises. So a very difficult and serious situation, because it really much is putting an obstacle to presenting Palestine as a stable nation. Barella said in his address that the situation in the West Bank posed a major obstacle to finding long-term solution and peace between Palestine and Israel. The level of violence against the Palestinians has been increasing. We could be on the eve of a greater explosion. And this is something, too, this unifying Palestinians that was addressed here in Munich on Sunday, particularly by a panel that was discussing the issue. The Palestinian Prime Minister, Mohammed Shatay, made note of that, saying, we need Palestine united. And in fact, I actually spoke with the Prime Minister myself just a couple of hours ago, and I asked him about what was missing to bring an end to this conflict.
Our top priority now is to end the aggression against our people, to end the war, and also to allow international aid to get into Gaza. But also, what is more important is a political solution, not only for Gaza, but for all of Palestine, that does material in a two-state reality, where countries do recognize Palestine as a state, and Palestine will be admitted as a member state to the United Nations.
Well, Natalie, China's Foreign Minister Wang Yi held a series of bilateral talks there at the conference. Who's he been talking to, and what have they been discussing?
Yes, he had a very busy 2 days here in Munich. On the first day, he met with the U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken, in which the two discussed lifting sanctions against Chinese companies, as well as facilitating more people-to-people exchanges. On the first day, he also spoke with the British Foreign Secretary David Cameron and the EU's top diplomat Josep Borrell. On Saturday, he met with his German counterpart Annalena Baerbock, the defense minister here in Germany, as well as the German Chancellor Olaf Scholz, where he said China is supporting Germany playing a greater role in international affairs, and warned that both sides should eliminate any interference to adhere to openness and free trade. Of course, this comes off the back of one of his statements, Mr. Wang Yi's statements here in Munich, talking about how excluding China out of the global economy was a very historic mistake. After meeting the German Chancellor, he met with the Serbian President Alexander Vučić. Wang hailed good relations between Serbia and China and will firmly support Serbia in safeguarding its sovereignty, security, and territorial expenses. So a very busy time he had here in Munich.